Hello everyone and welcome back to my Mario tutorial in Scratch. As you can see, we are now using Scratch 2.0 and today we're going to be adding in a background to our game. By the way, all the images that I'm going to be using in this tutorial will be linked in the description if you want to check them out. Okay, so the first thing you want to do is click this button here, upload sprite from file, and then click on the image that you will have downloaded, or click on your own image if you want. Click open and it will open as a sprite. What we're going to be doing actually is if you right click on it and click info, then you can rename it to Sky 1. That would just make things a little bit easier for us in the future. And now if you go to costumes and then click on this, we're going to fill in that, get rid of the white background so it's got transparency. Okay, so the next thing we're going to do, just to make things a little more appealing to look at, we're going to actually import another background and just click and get rid of this background as well. So we just have one, and that should be that. Okay, so now we're going to actually remove these white borders that we made some time ago, just because they don't really look that good with this background. So you want to go to Looks and then click the hide and drag that into there and just hide it. So when we run it, there won't be any there. Okay, so now we're going to be adding in the scripts for Sky 1. So click on your Sky 1 and then we're going to go to Control or Events and then add in when the green flag is clicked. And then you want to go to Motion and just go to X0 and Y0. That will just center it in the middle, which is what we want. Next, we're going to add in the looks, we're going to make it go back to the back because we don't want it in front of everything. So we're going to do 2000 layers just to be on the safe side. So now they will go to the back like that. And now we want to add in control, a forever loop, and in the forever loop we're going to put in another motion and we're going to set X. You might remember this from our previous when we're adding in the scrolling for the ground, but we're going to basically do this again. So if you go to operators and then get a addition operator and put that in there, and then we also want a division, and this you'll see why in just a minute, and we also want a times operator, and in this times operator we're going to put 480 times 0, which does equal 0, but that will become apparent while we're doing that in a second. Now, the other thing we want is scroll X and put that in there. We're going to be making use of that. And we're going to divide it by 4 to create a parallax scrolling movement. So if you run this now, you'll see that the background moves slower than our movement speed. So that will add this nice effect of the parallax scrolling. So yeah, that's about it for the Sky 1 script. Okay, so now we're going to actually duplicate this sprite, and now you will see what this is about here. So now we have Sky 2, Scratch helpfully renames that for us to Sky 2, and then basically you're just going to go into costumes, and you want to click this little button up here, flip left and right. This is only for my image if you're using that, it's just to make the scrolling tileable, which is important. And now scripts, I'm going to go back to scripts and change this to 1. And that will mean it's offset by 480. And so now we can see that the background carries on afterwards, which is good. And what you're going to want to do is, if your stage is really long, you're going to want to keep just duplicating these sprites and then changing each one to that plus 1. And then you can have as many of these as you want. So there you go. Okay guys, so that's going to be about it for this tutorial. I thank you very much for watching. I hope you learned something on how to add in backgrounds to scrolling games. And yeah, by the way, with this thing on the edge, I don't know. I mean, I personally don't think this looks very good if we keep that there. If we show it, I just don't think that looks very good. So it's up to you whether you want that or not. The reason I put this in all those years ago now was because the Goomba and the item box get caught on the edge and stuff. But it's up to you, whatever you want to do. But I hope this helped. I hope you like this new style of video, and I will see you again next time, whenever I make another video. Thanks for watching. Goodbye.